Okay, we'll see if this works. We'll be right back. Testing.
Senatus populus Romanus! Such is the war cry of an empire, and those legionnaires who serve. The glory of the land of Rome shall be remembered even 1,000 years, and the grand city shall never fade. Well trained, well armed, well fed, well served, Rome's people feast even now upon the finest breads in the time of circuses. Goblin! Comes now the beautiful, the accomplished, the obviously blind and without a sense of taste or smell, Papa of the North, and the thug she is married to. Almost pantsless when she found him, he is now civilized, and thus we love her above almost all others. I'm talking to you. Good luck. Good luck. My lords and ladies, it is my pleasure, nay, my privilege, to introduce a knight who needs no introduction. A true champion of kings, a deliberate country. He is the bearer of the white shield, a knight who miraculously avoided the spoon crown. My lord has traveled the breadth of the known world to the high mountains of Meridies, so that he may better understand the qualities of chivalry. My lord carries the honor and love of Capriona Mairghread, bearer of the knotted heart. My liege, it is my pleasure to introduce to you and the rest of the populace assembled a knight who is driven by the singular, divine, radiant smile of his consort, the Viscount Val. Now introducing a fighter who is not chicken. His skills are not poultry. And he is guaranteed to be firm, precise, but not cocky. And lastly, he has what it takes to get ahead. Earl Lachlan and Rapiana Periscola. Your Majesties, comes now before you Count Sebastianos, who is not as ostentatious as his reputation may lead you to believe. A man of few words, he prefers to let his sword do the talking. He fights this day for the Countess Morgan, who would be embarrassed if I were to speak of her radiant beauty, of the way she lights up her room, of the inspiration she grants, and thus I will do none of those things.
Populace of Meridies, I have the honor today to herald to you Earl Robert Lyndon of Ox, fighting for the honor of Rabina Elkafu.
We're going to meet you.
I can speak for hours upon the glory of Rabina Elkafu. Hours, but this list being short, I will cut it. So on to Bob. We love him. He's been around for many, 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 many reigns. And he is our shortest Robert. Your Majesty, Earl Robert Lyndon of Ox, and Queen Elizabeth.
Maigread and consorts, please attend your majesty. Their majesty.
drawn by the hands of the consorts. The first combat. Mairghread Wilson does fight the dreaded Byfighter. The second fight. John Mailer does fight Samuel Gisborne. Third fight. Rorik von Frederick does combat Temut Satan. Next, Rorik McLudock fights a dreaded Byfighter. Next fight, Lachlan Glenlow does fight Robert Glendon of Auk. Next, Sebastianos Ioannidis does fight Sir Hrothgar of Mercia. Next, Eric Paulson does fight Richard Natangadine. The last fight of this first round, Bramhaf Dallerson does fight a dreaded Byfighter. That is the sequence of pairing. I got water up back here. Thank you. To this field, Mairghread Wilson and the dreaded Byfighter. Making ready, John Mailer and Samuel Gisborne. Arming and preparing. Viscount Valerick and Lord Temut.
Un momento, everybody.
Good gentle. Good gentle to it all. This list weighs 13 fighters. There will be a large number of fights at the very beginning. There will be 3 fights in this round and 6 fights in the redemption round. I know that's a large number of fights, but that is going to get all the fights at the very beginning, so that we theoretically will have a fight to say the semifinals. Second of all, at the end of every fight, we bring the players together to ask if everyone's okay.
All right, everybody. So, I'm sure you have heard we have Lady Mairghread versus the Byfighter. So I will not be showing the Byfighter on either side. They will be blank. But here we go.
For the honor of Valentina Simmons, champion by Mairghread Wilson. She does combat the dreaded Byfighter.
Howdy folks, this is Duke Wolfstand, here to give you snarking commentary.
And you can just clip this to your garb and it will sit and...
We can be snark.
So it will be me and Duke Wolfstand being as snarky as possible.
Your eyes of your kingdom are upon you. You are here now. Command the march.
Okay, let's stand up and watch.
Yeah, we're gonna have to stand up and watch. So
Alright, did you get up? I'm in Ozzy's chair. I sink.
And you have not seen me yet today.
Why do they hate us? I know. No, I got Lachlan. Oh. He's fighting well. I fought him last week.
So, Mairghread is a lefty who needs to move her feet. And we have Ian, who's one of our Byfighters today.
Yeah, they both fight a A-frame style.
It's almost like the exact same A-frame.
Yeah, they're both fighting a Meridian version of the Branos A-frame. So let's move to where we can. And Mairghread struck the first
Wow,
blow in
good
the
job,
eye.
good job, Mairghread.
That's okay. No, we're watching because we're doing commentary.
Turn to first, Lady Mairghread.
Well struck. Careful, we're live.
That's where I was going.
Hot mic.
Yep.
Hot mic.
The mics are on. Round 2.
Okay, let's see if Mairghread keeps her improvement.
Yes. I do notice that Ian is slowly lowering his shield to compensate for her height.
But again, in this fight, he did it.
Good job.
Well done, Mairghread.
Well,
2-0.
Well
Nice
done.
offside shot.
And victor of the round, Margaret Wilson. Yay, short fight.
You're very welcome for streaming. It is something I've been wanting to do for a while. When we get to non-buy fighters, I will make sure I keep up with the round counter as well.
John Mailer and Samuel Ginsburg.
So here we have Sir John. Lovely, lovely Sir John.
This is a non-buy fight.
Correct. This is a non-buy fight. So we have our first full round, or full fight. Lord Samuel is from here in Arenal. He actually has a brand new, this is a new shield to him.
Hot mic.
So, Your Grace, this is a new shield for Samuel. It is significantly smaller than his normal one and a lot lighter.
Okay, we'll see how he fights with it.
And it looks like John Mailer is using his normal stuff.
His normal teardrop. Hot mic.
We got a mic on.
Mic.
Hello. Hi.
Join us for commentary, Sir Bree.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Feel free, just hang out and
We have Sir Bree with us. Famous fighter throughout the known world.
Beautiful day here at
Doing,
Crown
giving us guest commentary for you all.
So, John Mailer has been
this is Lord Samuel's first crown list. So,
Yeah, John's been on a good streak. He fought well at Gadaloff a couple weeks ago.
You salute your most noble and worthy opponent.
this is Samuel's first crown list, so I'm interested to see how that affects his mental game here.
You are now the command of your march.
Only if someone tells him where he's at.
Samuel also switched out shields, so he's actually fighting today with about 3 inches less on his shield today.
Yep.
Switched out about a week ago. So we'll see how he does with that new shield.
What basic style does he use? A-frame? Yes,
does- yeah.
A-frame.
So, and John's fighting a modified
Goofy foot
A-frame.
lead, A-frame. John's fighting A-frame too. Both are using strap shields.
A nice flurry. Good communication. Oh, well struck. Nice double flat snap.
Nice little double tap there, too.
Double tap, flat snaps, 2 in a row.
Samuel did very well in the press.
Agreed.
Double kill.
Double kill. Very well fought. Here we go. My apologies here. I forgot about that. And that would be
And victory to John Mailer.
victory to John. I'm still working on getting the round counter, guys. I apologize. It is a thing to learn. So now we're looking at Temujin and Count Valrik.
Viscount.
I'm sorry, Viscount Sir Valrik. That's right.
Viscount Valric. Originally in the West, now up in Meridies. Has been here for a couple of years. Has
He's-
adapted really well to the kingdom.
He has. I do like the fact that he's still fighting as Western as he can with his stance.
He will always be Western.
Lockland.
The thing is, will he bring out some of the other stances that he knows from the West? Primarily what people have seen with Valric is his infighting, but there's a lot more to his game.
There we go. I've swapped them so now their names are on the appropriate side.
Sinister. Fighting on behalf of Countess Elian Agmora. Lieutenant
Looks like Temujin is using a center grip round shield.
combatants, you would salute the Crown Meridies, the Imperial Majesty. Combatants, you would salute the one who does inspire you this day.
Now, one of the sights to see with Valric is when he fights war and he jumps out there with double daggers.
That's true.
It's an
I
absolute hoot when he
I
when he
do
goes
love
forward
watching
on somebody.
Valric in war because double daggers, it is all fun for him.
Salute and honor your most noble and worthy opponent. Combatants, under the eyes
enjoy
of
this
the kingdom.
fight.
You are at the now the command of your march.
Very steeped in Western tradition fighting, and then our squire over here, he's a wild card.
Honor and glory. Lay on.
So announcing with me, I have Duke Wolfstand and Sir Bree as well.
Honor and glory.
Oh, hey, look, it's Bart. Bart asked.
Hey, Bart.
Master Edward also popped up. If you have opinions, feel free to share them.
And Valric takes a modern Western style
Yeah.
goofy foot heater lead. By goofy foot, I mean he's leading with his sword leg. Very high guard, shield more centered.
The communication is very, very nice.
Now, you said Tamush is relatively new.
No, he's been around for a while. He's actually Sir Conrad's squire.
Oh, Conrad Squire. Sir Conrad Squire Tamush.
He's been on the Hall Challenge for 100 days.
Let's see how he adjusts to this.
He's just coming back to fighting. He's been absent for about a year in COVID.
Ooh, very
Nice
nice.
set of shots.
Very
nice
nice.
Rising snap, followed by an offside, followed by a forehand.
That was very sneaky. Just snuck right over the edge of the shield.
Victory in the first to Sir Valor.
Lay on.
And Valor is still maintaining his tight defense.
Ooh, right on the basket.
Yeah, Valric is maintaining a very tight defense, very closed style, even though he is goofy.
Oh,
Nice
and
offside punch.
Second to Valric.
Let's have Valor.
The winner is going to be Valric for this one. Next is going to be Rorik and the bye.
Best 2 out of 3 single? Double.
Double win.
Double.
To this field.
For those who don't know, this is a standard Meridian crown tournament, which is best 2 out of 3 double limb.
Making ready. Laughlin. Robert's letting her off.
I am very happy with how this turned out.
Arm and prepare.
So, Your Grace, I do have round counters for everybody so they can see who has won what and where we're at.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the goal was this, so if people can't actually watch the stream, they can hear us, and then other than that, they can watch. If they can't listen, they can see everything.
The fighter that's fighting Rorik. What's his name?
Ool.
Ool?
Yeah, he is a Bree Squire.
Ah, one of Breeze.
Yep, he's actually local to the area.
Your Majesty.
So
Fighting on behalf of
he's very good at his height.
Rorik Masluda.
He's redoing his footwork from what I remember, but he's been doing very well.
Okay.
So
Do a salute unto their Imperial Majesty's Meridies.
having 2 kids has made him able to keep up with me when I'm running, so that's helped him some.
Keeping up with kids and grandkids.
Honor your most noble and worthy opponent. Majesty, under the eyes of this kingdom, you are now the command of your march.
I'm curious to see how my Squire brother does. So
Now, Rorik is interesting. Squire Rorik is fighting a Battersea Shield in a semi-traditional Meridian A-frame. And just got stabbed.
straight stab in the face. Right, it's always right around that curve that you can get that stab. It's such
Especially
a,
if you step improperly, which is what happened.
okay. So some good blows here. Rorik's able to
Nice
keep the
exchange.
pressure going.
Ool's trying to work the corners. And the leg wrap came undone.
Rorik went from pretty to part pretty.
We have a fashion hold.
Yep. So this is one thing that when I was fighting Viking, I always made sure I had either the clips or the horse wraps, right? Because I know I move enough that that would happen to me all the time.
That's why I use garters.
His Majesty is assisting.
And the crowd is going wild.
Yep. The goblins have thoughts.
Sound like a singing group.
And Her Majesty is throwing rolls.
And the goblin gallery has spoken.
Well, it's never boring in Meridies. I can always say that.
No, it is not. No, it is not, Mr. Kikuchi.
The current buy is Uller. He is a Bree Squire, so we have two buy fighters. We have Ull and we have Ian.
Now, for those in the audience, the marshals just brought them back to their relative position so that they don't lose. No fighter gets an advantage from where they ended.
And they've also centered them up so they don't have to call hold anytime soon.
Second to Rorik.
Second to Rorik. Very well.
That was a fight for the corner to get the better angle, for the better target.
Here's where cardio comes in, folks.
Not yet. This is usually the adrenaline fight. First round, you're too much adrenaline to settle in.
Okay. I've always found for me that...
And quick stab.
Quick stab for the buy fighter.
Again, a bad step.
Yep. I have always found that for me, if I get to the third round, now I'm worried about cardio, or the third fight in the very first round.
Now, what we meant by a bad step is when Rorik stepped in, he squared up, in fact, went past square and walked past his shield, allowing an opening for the stab to come in.
So, now I get to watch my squire brother, who is a royal pair, versus my grand knight.
Good man, you remember now.
I do now. I do. Now, so the fun part is, and I can say this while they're going over this, right? Yazi and I talked about lineage, right? So it's going to be very interesting to watch people remember all the way down to me at this point.
Oh, God.
You mean they haven't disowned you yet, Kikuchi?
No, not yet. Mariana won't let him. So I actually almost couldn't stream because my hotspot wasn't working, but it turns out this site has guest Wi-Fi, which works fantastically. So I now I'll have to upgrade my personal stuff. But right now we're doing pretty good on this Wi-Fi, so I'm pretty happy with it. I hope you guys enjoy the layout.
Now,
it all
it's been
works.
over 2 decades, I believe, since Robert Glendon Locke won his first crown.
Has it been about 2 decades?
Yes. 2000 something.
I'm about to say I thought it was 90s.
Late 90s.
Yeah.
That was when Godwin won the first time.
There's some Meridian historian here ripping their hair out. Oh, I was trying to figure this out.
No, you don't want standing next to you.
Oh, of course, Master Edward is just gonna be like, nope, I gotta find this real quick.
Both are going for the strawberry and cream today.
But Sir Lachlan and I had the same night. Sir Robert Hightower.
Gotta love how they drive all this way to fight family.
Under the eyes of the kingdom, you're now the commander of your marshals.
So Auk is fighting with his oval center grip, which he is. I've never seen him fight with anything else.
That's Auk's traditional. Auk actually can fight all weapons form.
And then
You're correct, Forston, 1998.
98 was last time he reigned.
In fight.
Okay. All right. So some good communication. Looks like the rap, as they're talking about it.
Rising lazy rap,
Yeah.
which really wasn't there.
And yeah, and they both agreed. So. They are. So I don't know enough about Ak. Is Ak an A-range fighter? Because he's jumping in quite a bit.
Hawk has always been an A range.
Okay.
in recent years.
So we have two A-range fighters here who are gonna get some slugfests in.
who have known each other for decades. Nice wrap.
And that one was Lachlan's. He managed to sneak it over. Yes, so when Robert Hightower left, Lachlan did become a Ghazi squire, and that's how he and I are squire brothers. So he actually skips a couple folks in the lineage, funny enough. Let's see if he chooses to do the same thing. Okay. He's gotten faster on those two after snaps. All right, so Lachlan's
Nice
been
shot
legged.
by Count Robert taking the leg.
The problem is, Locke is just as comfortable on his, once he's legged. So, an advantage. Yeah, I don't know if it would be an advantage for Ock to leg him.
Oh, if it's Robert, he'll lock down defense.
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
Victory, Robert Glendevoff. Belly cut. Well done.
1-1. Here we go for all the marbles.
Yeah, I know.
This is for all the marbles in this one, folks. This is a nice fight. I'm enjoying this one. This is a.
Nope, not quite.
Oop.
Nope. Was blocked.
What I like about this so far is all of their blocks are they're not large blocks. They're just small shifts at this point. Oh.
Nice wrap.
Second to Earl Lachlan.
Now, the blow, just so people know, the blow. Hang on, folks. The blow before that struck Lachlan was a draw cut without force.
Yep. So
By draw cut, that meant that Robert was backing out and pulling it through without getting enough contact. Hello there, hot mic. We're broadcasting.
all right. So now we have Count
Knight versus
Sebastianos.
Squire. Oh, Knight, not Knight versus Squire.
Count Sebastianos versus
So
Rothgar.
Rothgar.
Two drastically different fighting styles.
There is no fighting style in the known world like Count Sebastianos.
I don't.
And this is not a diss or anything else. There is nothing else. No one I've ever seen fights quite like him.
I also only know 3 people that fight like Rothgar.
I've known a few.
I only know 3 that are active in Kingdom. His son and Legio are the only ones that fight just like him. So, I think it's fun because I get to see a whole new thing. So Bart said that Ock and Lachlan was a finals quality fight, and I would agree with that. It was a fight of inches. So. Inches and who could get power from a weird angle. All right. No thrusting tips.
Hot mic.
Huh?
Hot mic.
So walk all the way over there. Just before we get there, go, oh, I got to get her a rose. Turn around, come back. Go get her a rose. No, I already sent one.
So the Ock is getting his steps in today. So this is 2 very patient fighters too.
Rothgar's eventual fight is always A range.
Here we go.
Now, Rothgar uses a very, it looks like A-frame. It is not. That is not what Rothgar's doing.
Very nice shot. Very nice shot, Seabass. First to Seabass. Snuck right over the sword.
Count Sebastianos is sometimes known as Seabass. Not a nickname he particularly enjoys, but he accepts.
That was. That was an interesting exchange.
Yeah.
A product of, I think, their two styles.
One of Count Sebastian's favorite blows is a little head fake and a step to the right, his right, to throw a wrap. Just like that again.
And it's also pretty sneaky, right? Because when he does it, his very nice second to Seabass.
Nice reaction off the blow.
Second to Seabass. So Count Sebastianos is our winner for that one. So now we have, let's see, Eric
To this
and
field, Eric Paulson. Richard to take him in.
Consort, please remember to give the rose to the other consort.
let's see, make sure.
Daniel Sanderson, dreaded firefighter.
And Richard, there we go. Had to find them where I had them organized on my drop-down list.
Hot mic. Hot mic. I'm broadcasting. So anything you say will be heard.
And on the internet forever. Can't forget that
The only
part.
one that will let hot mic on us is off, because it'll be fun.
And maybe Lachlan.
Eric Paulson.
So, and I understand that stream can hear this while they do this. So that's Macy, Master Edward. She's 12 weeks old, and that's Clarabelle. This is her third or fourth event, and this is her first event. So we've got yet two adorable puppies
Richard
hanging
another
out.
Hightower boy? Was Richard originally a Hightower boy or just always Carberry's?
No. He started out as Greenheart Squire.
Okay.
Then Greenheart Squire for a long while, and then Carberry picked him up.
Here we go. Wow, Eric got a lot more shiny.
Yeah.
All right, so now that they've thrown the same shot at each other.
That's okay. Richard's got a history of fighting left-handed.
Nice offside, just past the sword.
We're gonna let them discuss that before we say anything. I always laugh when like a righty fights a lefty and they throw the same offside shot, both of them from the same shot.
Richard has a history where he was Robert Greenheart Squire as a left-hander. And then he became Carberry Squire.
Double kill.
He was a left-hander.
Double kill.
Double kill, so it will be refought. It looks like they turned to the marshals to get some clarification that they couldn't see.
When me and Richard started fighting, there was a couple of left-handers who were fighting at that time. There was Robert Hightower,
Leg, kill trade.
Gilray the Fox.
Pitcher in the first, Eric Paulson.
Oh God, and then you had Robert Greenheart.
Was this back when rocks were soft?
No, rocks hadn't even been thought of.
Oh wow, that's even earlier.
Yeah,
And I thought rocks being soft was a new thing.
no. Okay.
We have
What
a hole.
happened? We have a helmet.
Oh, a helmet malfunction. Looks like it's an
No,
easy
it's a
fix.
helmet issue. Probably chin strap slipped.
Yeah, easy fix. Everybody say hi to Taryn, who's trying to avoid the camera.
Body
angle.
shot kill.
There you go.
Pitcher in the second, Richard to take him in.
Second to Richard.
1-1.
1-1. Say hi, Taryn. We're here to have fun, folks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe we can get Taryn to do some heraldic commentary on
That
their,
would be fun
arms.
to do sometime when he's not doing a job.
Nice offside.
What's the final call? Richard for the win. Richard for the win, folks. So now we have, it looks like,
To this field, 1/2 down to 7 and 10.
so we have Bram,
And the
we
bye.
have the bye fighter, and he gets to fight Ian. So,
Champion of Mairghread, Alessandro
it is interesting because I know Ian fights heaters all the time because he's a Lachlan squire. So I'm interested to see what he does here. Everybody can now hear the goblins.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bram brought an entire goblin squad to Crown today. They're grinning enthusiastically.
All right, come on, goblins. Get on the live broadcast. We want goblin commentary. Goblin commentary. Come here. I got a mic on me. Goblin commentary.
It's not gonna destroy him. You're with blood. Oh, this is beautiful.
At least the camera's not started.
Right.
I'm so proud.
It's never more.
The crown list can't be fun, then why we do
We
this?
have very excited goblins
If
here.
the SC is not fun, then
Yeah.
yeah, right. That's
So do you guys have a secret code name for your Lord Bram? No?
It'll be announced once we're all done.
That's when the confetti cannons come out.
Oh, they have confetti cannons ready.
Oh no, they have confetti cannons. I don't want to have to sweep that up.
We're helpful goblins. No, man. Don't sweep it up. Get a blower.
You get a leaf blower.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Sorry, I've had to do that before.
So
Okay. So
I wonder if Ian is sticking his elbow out as a trap, maybe, because he's chicken winging a little bit.
yeah.
Oh, very nice. Sneaky
Thread the
shot.
needle. Thread the needle.
First round to Ian, the bye fighter. He snuck that right between the sword and
All
the
right.
top of the shield.
He needs goblin power. Give him cheers.
When I first started fighting, one of the biggest things was learning how to thread a needle.
It's
Thread a needle with a shot.
It is a very interesting shot to do because if you know you can do
Nice
it,
shot.
it gets very, very mean.
And the goblins go crazy.
As you can hear, the goblins are very happy. Oh, Lord.
That's later tonight if Bram wins. Goblins gone wild.
Oh, Lord. That's... Nope.
That's scary thought.
Oh.
Sweet shot.
Second fight to the bye fighter. He faked him for a low shot and flat snapped him. I don't know. They're fighting again. I'm okay with it. More fights. So it may be 1-1 now, folks.
1-1.
Okay, 1-1 now. And there it is,
Nice
threading the
snap.
needle again. A subtle shift and a flat snap.
All right, goblins, go help your lord. He's coming with his stuff.
We've
Take care
done
of
it.
him.
We have confused the goblins. We have managed to confuse the goblins. I don't know. At this point, it's just humor for me. So
Welcome back, my friend. The show that never ends.
it certainly never is going to end at any point in time. We're here for all the shenanigans. So
Oh, here you go.
it looks like His Grace Garrick is going to be our herald now.
We have a change of heralds. Where is Taryn?
Where is Taryn? I would love to have.
We need Taryn.
Taryn is doing more Lyst stuff apparently.
Oh.
That he never stops working, ever. Ooh, I know what I can do while we're here because some of you didn't see this. Pierre's got a squire belt. I'm gonna go bother the squire. All right, Pierce, tell everybody on live stream. How's it feel to be a squire now?
Nothing different.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive.
Okay, we'll see how that goes.
I'm gonna hit you right now.
I mean, you're telling a fighter we're gonna fight. I'm 100%
Yes,
okay
let's
with
do
this.
Now pay heed to the order of combat for the second round. The Honorable Lady Mairghread Wilson will meet Sir John Mailer. Viscount Rorik von Mairghread will meet the Honorable Lord Rorik McLudock. Earl
Goblins?
Lachlan of Glendow will meet
Have you said hello to His Majesty?
Ooh. That's gonna be a fun third round. Seabass versus Lachlan.
Or hot mic,
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. You are now being broadcast. So, Your Majesty, we hear there's something happening later tonight. What's your stance on Goblins Gone Wild?
happens at Goblin Town stays.
The Goblin Town.
King of the Lord Rorik and Earl Lachlan and Count Sebastianos. Arm and stand by.
I like that these two are fighting because I had their names right next to each other, so I just clicked two of them. It's great.
My lords, my ladies, in this, the second round of Crown Tournament, here to meet in single.
Now, I will say, after the first round, Charmonia is moving her feet again.
Mairghread. Mairghread.
That's right, Mairghread. Sorry, I'm used to calling her by her maiden name.
Mairghread's defense, that A-frame, has tightened up a lot better over the top.
It has.
She's cutting off some of the wrap shots that have been sneaking around
She's also cutting off the tip of that helmet that she used to take a lot of shots on.
and not being afraid to counter fire with that offside. It's not a lot of tricks in the bag, but it's a trick that works if you can keep your defense intact and time it right. Win crown on a bag o' tricks.
I mean, is Tall Fu one bago trick? Is that how we're going to define
What,
it?
you taught her how to
Okay.
light the bag on fire so they stomp on it?
So for everybody watching, we now have His Majesty here, and Yazi in the background also helping. John went with the offside.
John timed that offside to reach deep, deep over the Republican defense.
Here we go.
John's anxious. He's confident. He won't be able to pull in.
John. Okay, so there's some communication about some rattling that went on in there. Ooh, that was a scary shot.
Good girl.
Very nice leg shot.
Excellent counter on that leg.
Now does she capitalize on this? John always ready to go. I'm waiting to see what the call is. Victory to Sir John.
Mr. John Miller.
That fight was hers to lose. Yep, she got a beautiful leg shot, and then the closing got sloppy. So, yep. Because he couldn't get that shield cross body. That's the time she could have really been using her shield to stuff the sword and using that lefty foot.
Viscount Rorik von Mairghread and the Honorable Lord Rorik MacLuch.
Now, Mairghread did block a good amount of shots.
A lot of it wasn't keen blocking though. That was slop because they were both throwing
Okay.
recklessly at the same time.
Okay.
So John's doing exactly what he needs to because his shield is so pinned down because of its size while he's legged. He's just throwing that flurry over the top hoping to get some purchase. And Mairghread was trying to just throw and look for a gap. So it was two swords flailing, neither of them looking for the keen
Right.
opening.
Accuracy by volume.
Here to meet in single and honorable combat. Viscount Rorik von Mairghread, fighting for Viscountess Catriona Morgan. And the Honorable Lord Rorik MacLuch, fighting for Baroness Sara Elgarnatia. Gentles, remembering those honors previously given, take what further honors you will.
All right, that was wonderful commentary from His Majesty.
It's always fun to have His Majesty around.
Yep.
And pray heed the words of the marshal.
Looks like only one person has a thrusting tip this time.
No, I think they both do. I think they both do.
I don't know. I can't tell if Rorik does or
No,
not.
Rorik doesn't this time.
Looks like Rorik wants to close.
Victory in the first for Viscount Rorik von Mairghread.
Okay. First round to Rorik.
Yep.
Interesting choice to close on Rorik like that. So they're going to discuss a blow.
Okay, I just want to make sure how it felt with you, because if you felt good, then I'll fall down. Okay. I know it touched me, but there was nothing on it.
Okay.
Good communication.
Very good. Very good. He said, I felt it. If you felt it was good, I would take it, which I like.
It's the work that Rorik, who comes from another kingdom with a different social normal calibration, is really worked to adapt to Meridies' calibration.
Second fight to Valric. I mean, so Ulrich has a point. Rorik and Valric are in the same area, so he might be more comfortable closing.
Oh, they are. They fight all
Yeah.
the time.
And that's I had not thought about that. So that's true, Ulrich. I actually probably should have thought about that before I opened my mouth.
Come now to the field, Earl Lachlan and Billy Doe, and Count Sebastiano Dionide.
Okay, e-ticket ride. One of the fun fights of the crown.
This is about to be a very fun fight. Two well-practiced, high-end fighters.
This will conclude the round. In this, the second round, the crown tournament for the Kingdom of Meridies. Here to meet in singles and honor.
Well, there's a definite advantage to whoever wins this fight, progressing through the winners list. Whoever loses unleashes a wolf in the losers list.
Correct. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens from here. Meanwhile, my dogs are chewing on their leashes in the background. Yep. Gotta find something to chew on. They fight like...
No, they do not fight regularly.
They don't?
They
Okay.
have not seen a lot of each other.
Okay.
They are in the same area, but they have not seen a lot of each other in the recent months. Not as much as we want. At least not as much as Lachlan wanted.
All right.
But they've known each other for years.
Okay. The second one, I didn't see it first one or anything, and I'm not going to call shots. But the second one sounded like it hit metal. And I'll be honest, even I have metal and plastic on my legs, and even getting hit lightly in that sometimes stings. And it's probably my least favorite thing, like to get hit on accident, is the side of the calf, because that muscle gets very, very mad. So. They're on the rope. That was one of those boxing moves where I'm gonna put you in a corner and then we're just gonna swing until somebody is exhausted, which is always an interesting thing. So. All right. Top
Nice
of the
shot.
head, Seabass takes it.
Nice dive shot by Count Sebastiano.
They are going to refight that
About.
first bout. There seem to be some discussions about blows, so they would like to refight it.
Well done. For anyone watching who's not from Meridies today, the Meridian style calibration is not necessarily that we are lighter than other places. It's that we want to always give the benefit of the doubt to our opponent.
Victory in the first. Will Laughlin to know.
Now, I apologize, I missed that. I was talking to my
A big
lady.
wrap.
A big wrap? Okay.
From range.
A big wrap from range. Look at that.
Lachlan was coming in from B to A, and at the edge of A, end of B, as we would call it, or mid-range to close range.
He threw his
wrap.
long wrap. Okay. Okay. They, what I heard was it was just the tip of the sword that touched the back of the leg.
And flat.
Okay. So one thing that I do love watching in the SCA is when you get to their level, you can have a full-on conversation and fight, and it doesn't bother you. Nope. Which I, as a martial artist, I love. I love that. So. You're very welcome. I am enjoying how this is turning out, and I think His Grace is also having fun being able to just hang out and comment, and we can be judgy a little bit. So.
Well, this is just a fun fight to watch.
Oh, this is one of those fights that I'm going to go home and study.
That one's strong enough. I mean, like this. When you hit me one in the leg, it kind of stopped. It's fine. Play back straight.
There's also a very big, like, where they put their weight difference. See, Sebastianos just caught that offside.
Just because you get a superior position doesn't mean it's a superior defensive position.
I don't know what else to say, sorry. It's okay, it happens. Yeah, left leg sucked, but we're good. For the third round, lay on.
This is, yeah, I'm definitely going to go home and slow this down and watch this. That was an interesting bailout. I don't think I've seen him bail out like that before.
Lachlan?
Yeah.
He had practice at it last week.
So.
One of the fun things of watching since Lachlan won his first crown a couple of years ago is the development of fighting and the development of his B to C range game.
Well, the belt got hit, but he didn't lose the plaque, so that's good. We didn't have a projectile.
Never doubt the invulnerability of the belt as a defensive accoutrement. Something happened.
We have a hold for a second.
Someone got hurt.
I'm good. Just hit right in the back of the bit my knee. I'll call the follow-up if you want me to. It's up to you, man. We don't have to do that. But you hit the back of the kick, or behind the knee, and it collapsed.
How are you doing, Nikoslav? Doing good. So, Nikoslav has joined us to watch from our lovely corner. I'm live streaming it, so it's a nice spot. I'm kind of happy with this spot.
Okay, they're going back to both being up top. The shot landed behind the knee, not a legal shot, and that collapsed Lachlan to the ground, which led to the shot, which looked like a kill. Therefore, Sebastianos very graciously offered not to take the kill and they are continuing. Right choices here.
Now, mind you, if this was a real fight, that's a perfect. So here
We don't try and hit below the knees.
Correct.
Or behind the knees,
Exactly.
because that can injure somebody. And that's why our rule set prohibits that type of shot.
It does hurt. I've been hit there a time or two. It's not fun.
Now we were talking about someone running out of gas and stamina. This is it.
I also believe the goblins want to eat somebody's calves. I think that's what they're talking.
Never touch the sacred calves.
This is one of those fights where somebody gets.
Now this is an A-range fight. As they get tired, they're falling into A.
They're analyzing each other's fight and discussing it while they're fighting. This is great. See, Sebastianos is pulling lock so they can center up. Here we go again. Some more measured shots, trying to get around some shield corners.
Both went for wrap.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
I was at Coolest Station. I don't know what that was. It's like.
All right, so it managed to graze above the brow, so it was not hard enough, so they will continue.
The way it felt, I didn't know it hit you. Yeah. If it went in the face, if it went in the face, there's nowhere to go.
Yes, Bart is correct. Seabass having a lot of time in this fight lets him just run that battle computer, and that's a big thing for him.
Victory in the
Again,
Victory to Count Lachlan.
one of the things Locke has going in his fight is that moving
So right now,
B to A. wrap.
we are in round 2, I believe, of the
Round
winners
2.
bracket.
Yeah, round 2 winners.
So
Come now to the field, the Honorable Lord Richard Natingamin and the Honorable Lord Ron Huff-Gunderson.
yes, it's the second round. I believe we are still in the winners bracket as of right now. So.
My lords, my ladies, here to meet in single and honorable combat, the Honorable Lord Richard Natingamin for Mr. Taylor Newcastle, and the Honorable Lord Ron Huff-Gunderson.
All right, another round going.
Out of my range from bigger shots. I knew it every time. Nothing else that was good.
Gentle, remembering those salutes yesterday.
Would you like a cider, Your Grace, Master Edward?
Sure.
Ah, Master Edward has one. That is one of the things that in my rush, I left it at the house. Thank you, Master Edward. Your Grace.
Thank you.
Have you ever had a strongbow? Yes. Okay. So
I'm not that young.
Oh, I know plenty of people who just haven't had a chance to try it because it's hard to find for me. Thank you, Zombie. So, Bram here with his heater shield again, and we have Richard.
Good. Very good.
How has Richard been doing at practice, Master Edward?
Oh my God.
Richard is the fighter that's been sneaking up on us.
Between him and Garrett. Yeah, I'm gonna need this driver. Oh yeah, I've had that done to me several times.
Okay. So it appears that Richard pulled back that flat snap as it was not hard enough.
Oh, good deal.
Yes, there will be. This will be saved, so it is always viewable at a later time. It will always have the commentary. It will be on the internet forever.
Below the knee. Sorry.
First victory to Bram.
No, don't say that.
I'm not. Sabine, we are live on the internet. So they can't see you, but they can hear you.
Hi.
So you can be as judgy as you want, Your Grace.
We have Her Grace, Duchess Sabine with us now.
I would never be judgy.
Your Grace.
That's not ladylike.
The ball blow is not all. It's all right.
Okay, so we're still in the first fight. So we have had shots on both sides called back because they did not feel it was hard enough.
Or clean enough or properly delivered.
Either or.
It was right on the knee, too. That's all right. I got over there. I got over there. You're all good, bro.
One thing that I really like about Richard's fight is
Yeah.
double kill. Let's do it again, folks. Richard's fight is the exact definition of all the basic shots are where they need to be.
Yeah. Very technical.
Very technical. All of them are at this level where it's, anytime he throws something, I've never caught a technical deficiency unless somebody puts him off balance.
Now, just so the crowd knows, or the people out there in internet land know, Bram is squire to Count Sinclair Hawkins
Victory in the
of
first.
Atlantia.
The Honorable Lord Richard, the Tinker Man.
Hence the Atlantean-sized heater and the particular stance and where he holds his sword.
And that was one with a flat snap over the top of the shield.
Which is one of the keys to winning against a heater, is you put your sword parallel to the edges of the shield.
I've noticed some people have started learning to block specifically with the back corner to stop that.
No, that one wasn't a back corner block. It would be that
Victory
could
to
be a
Bram.
front corner block or okay, 1-1.
As you guys can all hear the goblins.
Come on, goblins, you're being quiet. More.
Oh, yeah. Good shot on top.
Nice rat.
They're gonna talk it out.
I could tell I heard nothing. So, yeah. I heard contact. Your call.
I love these two because they're like, no, like you threw the shot, you tell me, and they're both saying the same thing.
Discussion. Victory in the third and the match. The Honorable Lord Richard, the
So
Tinker
Richard
Man.
takes that round,
Thus ends the round.
and that will end the winner's bracket round for us. As the list will reorganize their stuff.
For the losers bracket
Yep.
and the elimination fights.
I do believe that this will have far more buys as well as what they announced.
Yeah, because they have to, because they're trying to preserve the 16.
Yep. So we're having all the buys at the front end versus the back end. That way, there are no buys at the semifinals or the quarterfinals. We're trying to avoid that. And I like that. It looks funky on paper, but I do like that.
Okay, Terran seems to be free from the list.
Terran is.
field.
Oh, Terran's free?
Yeah.
Where did he disappear to?
We need Terran.
Where did we lose a Terran to? So we say he's back there behind the thrones.
Stuff in his face. I can say that about my former opponent.
Edward, could you go get Terran and ask him? We'd like to have heraldic commentary on their heraldic presence on the field for these fights.
you know,
We need
it can't just be
heraldic
a
judgmentalism.
it can't just be a bunch of fighters over here.
Yes, we can.
I mean, Matt, yes, but we want to include everybody. So we're dragging Taryn into this.
Oh, you poor soul.
You're fine.
Yes.
You are fine.
I feel like I need to go online and go. This one doesn't have a name yet.
Which one?
Taking submissions.
Oh.
My dragon does not have a name.
So Her Excellency,
Your Excellency,
Gwennifer, has a
could you
dragon
bring-
that she doesn't have a name for.
Could you bring your dragon to the
Yeah.
camera?
While they work this up, we will show the camera this. Let me just. Getting electrical cords everywhere. Can't win here.
We would like to invite you to the commentary team. We
So,
feel we are
Her
lacking
Excellency has a
heraldic
dragon
commentary
that
of
does
the
not have a
heraldic
name
presence.
yet. So
Lovely.
So we need some
Very,
wonderful
very
heraldic
loyal.
snark from you, Master.
Heraldic
Terry.
snark.
He just stays
Got
with
it.
me, but
You can comment on their arms, their shields, their lack of heraldry. Or
That's
their,
Here we go.
Are they
Time
doing
to
it
play.
right?
Let's hear it. I want to know.
goofiest name. There we go.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
It is a bold strategy, Cotton. I want you guys to know I had to watch that earlier this week because of that.
As they organize the rounds, we are joined by Master Terran here. Master Terran,
Yes.
crown tournaments are also about the pomp, the circumstance, the
Dodge,
style.
dip,
The
dive, and
franchise of the
dodge, I
fighters.
believe, is the
Heraldry plays a large
the
part
idea
of
we're
that.
going for
Is
here.
there any that have stood out for you in the heraldic presence today?
Dodge, point, parry, spin. Oh, okay.
John Mailer has a very
A lot of people are still
Sharp
not used to
heraldic
Terran without the
presence.
beard, and I'm not either.
He's
It's
got-
it's a
I mean,
bit
he's
weird
got
to see.
Those bold colors, the black and the blue and the white. It's a very
Getting
bold,
into the
striking,
professional world.
striking color set.
Okay.
So
And you've got
that
some of
makes
those other
sense, right?
individuals
Like
who-
I'm a government contractor. They're like,
They
oh,
have
of
those-
course
those
you are an army
charges
guy,
that
and you're
seem to
now
inspire
without
their fighting.
you know,
You've got,
with facial hair.
Rothgar with his scorpions. You've got Eric Paulson with his wolf's head. And Eric's also got really nice,
You have to be
bold look. You've got black and gold, those wolf's heads in black and gold.
Yep.
That's really visible and obvious.
Okay. Keep talking Kikuchi here.
Okay.
His grace is being stolen at the moment, but
I've been asked to keep up with you, Kikuchi.
by the way, people are still concerned that they're not used to you without a beard yet.
I'm not used to me without a beard yet. I still don't recognize me in the mirror yet.
You walk by the bathroom. Who's that man? Oh, this is me. Oh God.
Yes, no. The modern world has me looking for employment, and as white as my beard is, there's way too much implicit ageism in the world. So this is me trying to not look older than I really am.
So you could also do the fun thing. They make beard dye now. You could go that route.
Yeah, but that requires maintenance. I'm lazy. There's a reason I'm a herald and not a fighter. Well, not anymore, at least. The pacemaker took that out, but the laziness was a factor in there too.
I mean, I'm a very lazy fighter. I'll just snipe you at Leon and go sit down and drink.
Well, there you go, exactly.
I have.
running to me.
The goblins are camping in the quiet area.
So, but yeah, we've got, as far as the heraldry out there, we've got some really good stuff. I do have some of those concerns regarding those individuals who, the list shields, who have those list shields of shame. I mean, we've got the Hello Kitty.
I will say, Bram wanted one of shame, so he wanted to do this.
You know, here's the thing. I think what we need to do is those individuals who decide they want to use a shield of shame need to have a shield cover that matches the shield of shame that they are utilizing.
Okay.
Canvas cover tied over their shield. So that,
There you go.
So if you're going to choose to not display your heraldry, don't display your heraldry. Display what you're using. But then again, that's just me.
So the big one I've always wanted to ask you. So
Yes.
Valric's heraldry.
Valric
How complicated is that wording wise?
It's actually kind of complicated, and it's only complicated because of the fact that he's got eagles the heads are going in different directions.
Okay. I don't think he has something with him that has his heraldry on it. His shield does not.
No, I have it on. I have it actually saved somewhere. So let me look at it and I'll be able to give you what the actual language of it is.
Okay.
And let
me see here. Because I've actually heralded him in, so I actually have his device made for the resume cloak.
Oh, now that is the thing. What are you gonna do when you run out of space?
Some of those shields will get smaller. There's also an option of what's called a galler, which is basically, it's kind of like a bishop's mantle.
Okay.
That you put smaller ones around it, that you can put more on there.
It sounds like somebody tried to say collar with a roll in their mouth.
It does. It really does. But yeah, Dame Adelaide wears a galler.
Okay. Okay.
She's got little small shields on that one. So that's the first plan with that.
Okay.
But there's still plenty of room. I think there's room. I think I've still got room for about 30 more shields.
Oh,
on
wow.
it.
Rose says hi, and thank you for the commentary.
Hello, Rose.
And then somebody said that Bram is a foster to Carberry. I did not know he was fostered to Carberry.
Oh my goodness.
Poor guy. I like picking on Carberry because he's a dirty lefty.
So I'm looking to find that device of, okay. So, the blazon for Valoric's heraldry is per saltier, ghouls and sable, impale, two eagle, let's see, impale, an eagle displayed guardant, and an eagle displayed regardant, and infess, two, oh, sorry, let me try this again, because I got that whole remembering everything.
He's going over Valoric's heraldry because it's complicated.
Valoric's heraldry, which is really complicated. You've got that. You've got a Reguli saltier. You've got eagles with heads going in the direction. You've got crosses, Moline, Fitchy at the foot. So a lot of really weird little things. So going back through this, per saltier, ghouls and sable. A saltier Reguli between impale, an eagle displayed guardant, and an eagle displayed regardant, and two crosses Moline, Fitchy at the foot,
Holy
and
crap.
all Argent.
Wow.
So yeah, that's the complexity of that one, and it could have been easier if the heads were going the same direction.
Gotcha.
Because then it would have just been two eagles.
It looks like we're about to start Earl Robert and Sir Rothgar. So.
Now, I believe the heraldry that Earl Robert is using, I think is one he is presumed. I don't believe it's the one he actually is registered.
I only know that the one I got for him came off of his I believe his knighting scroll or his county scroll.
And it's not the
It is not, no. That is just a simple lion, and that is a lion with a design above it. I don't even know.
It's a version of a cross. It's the I can't remember what it is. It's a very Roman cross.
Okay.
Version. The P with the X. It's like.
Okay.
It's almost like a Cairo.
Okay.
I think that might be what it is. Actually, is a Cairo.
Okay.
But it's a very Roman sigil.
Hello, North Shield. All right, so here we go, guys. Here we go. Lovely folks. I apologize. I just throw guys into the sentence in general. I do not mean it in any mean way. I want to point that out. I realize I've caught myself doing that. So let's see. Patient Rothgar versus the unforgettable Hawk. So that was a very, very nice. I think that was a slot shot. An over-the-top slot shot? Age and treachery will beat youth and athleticism any day.
Yes.
And I say that as somebody who loves cardio and fighting.
Now, there is one more style that works even better. Girth and psychosis.
Kikuchi thinks everybody here fails because no one brought out a pole iron.
Correct. Shields are for cowards. Your Majesty.
Majesty.
Goblins are brought to you by Bucky's Beef Jerky.
Bucky's is. I'm not allowed to cuss on stream. Bucky's is way too hyped up, in my opinion. Her Majesty is hanging out with the goblins. Second to Rothgar.
Robert's about a foot off the ground.
I believe it.
Throwing a shot.
So there's actually a shot like that of me where I'm actually about 8 to 9 inches off the ground throwing a flat snap with my glaive at Martell in my first crown, and it just skimmed off the helm. Okay, there's Hrothgar's lovely, all right, I'll chase you down when you're not expecting it. He does that very well, right? So he waits until you set your weight and then will jump you, and you don't realize he's that fast. And it goes back to the age and treachery thing, right? You forget that Hrothgar, who has relearned to walk, mind you, which is fantastic, will run you down the minute you set your weight. So the goblins are staying off the field currently, but they are back here with us. So. This is turning into a fight of age and treachery. Is really, there it is. Right to the face, right? As soon as Ock relaxed, he snuck that over. So Hrothgar is your winner for this round.
You're off, Mike.
We have Eric and the Bi-Fighter.
Yes.
So he gets to fight Ian this time.
He gets to fight Ian. Let's see.
He hasn't. He hasn't had a bye yet. So I actually don't know if they've ever fought before.
Ooh, that's a good point. Now, I like Ian's heraldry. I like Ian's heraldry. I mean, you got the black. It's one of those things. It's not as bold, but you got that black and blue quarterly, and he's got the the lions and the thistles. I mean,
Also,
really
it's one of the more period heraldries I've seen for somebody.
It's very SCA common. It's actually not very period and period style.
Okay.
Period style, it's very uncommon to, in actual armorials, it's very uncommon to have things like the two in pale and then two different things in horizontal.
Gotcha.
In best. So very much in actual period heraldry, it is one charge, or it's one thing repeated.
Okay.
So you'll either have like a single charge or three of the same thing.
Okay.
And they're all in this. It's literally like you rubber stamp it, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
So the heralds, we call that. There's a difference between modern symmetry and medieval symmetry.
Okay.
So.
Well, and then you have the fun can of worms that is Asian. Your Asian style heraldries.
And yeah, every place has a very different. Asian heraldry is its own world because each culture has a different style. Japanese heraldry with the Mon is all light and dark, whereas like in Korean heraldry, I believe, there's actual color usages again.
Samuel has fought one round. They have not gone to his second fight. I believe his second fight is coming up next, and he has a bye fight. So it looks like Eric won that one. He's pulling out some nice little lefty. He is. He's finding a way to sneak in those lefty things that you think you have covered. So Victor is Eric.
Sorcery.
I'm very good at sorcery. Ooh, Ian just is gonna stay. So Samuel has still that googly eye. He has that googly eye on one of his shields since he got that heraldry. First paint on his shield.
You know, here's the thing. I love the parrot. Frequently referred to as a poppin' jam, which also is that line for somebody who's a little bit fancy in the britches.
Gotcha.
So, if you're going to be a poppin' jay, you really need to look good.
He's getting there. He's
getting there. He's getting there.
Like, that is a brand. I don't know who made him that tunic or that overcoat, but that is probably one of the prettiest things I've seen him in since. And because I actually got him started in the SCA.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So him and Job, who's also helping Marshall, they started about the same time, and they've been training with me from the get-go, which is great to watch them fight a polearm fighter, right? Always.
That is a no questions. You're going to take
Yes.
this if I hit you.
Yes. So we have a thing. The coast generally, unfortunately, does hit harder. Right, we're on the edge of the kingdom, but also like, while communication is good, we tend to avoid the "did I hit you hard enough?"
The need for the
Yeah,
communication.
yes. Right.
I'm going to leave. If I hit you, I'm going to leave no doubt.
Exactly. Right. And teaching them power generation has been hilarious to watch because they just pick it up and it catches. He's dead. I heard that smack on the back. Now, I don't know if you noticed, Ian just cranked it up too when he hit it.
I saw that.
He was not quite prepared for Samuel to come out quite that high.
Yeah.
That is Master Chandler's significant other. Master Kato's significant other. She's not here. She's sick.
Hannah, right?
Yeah.
Hannah Huxley. I know the modern name is Hannah Huxley.
Once she was sick, I don't know who took over or where they set it up.
Fighter support is on the far side.
It looks like it's behind the Lyst shield.
Behind the Lyst shield and it is being utilized.
So.
I know that at least. I know that the working heralds are aware of it, and they're trying to encourage other people to be aware of it too. Because we're out there sweating too. To remind me, there is. Okay, we'll do. Yes.
Wow, double kill. So Samuel also is no stranger to being legged because, in his words, I'm mean and I like to take legs.
I see you're drinking from one of those mugs from Alex the Scribe.
Yes, she has made me lots of nice things.
Yes, Alex is a long-time friend.
So another thing that I think is a product of, and I hate to say it, is of me. I got very comfortable throwing through a block, and they may have picked up on that because he's from my group.
Yeah.
So throwing through a block is not they do it to me with the glaive. They will try and throw through my glaive block. So
I still remember people referring to that as typically like calling it anviling.
So anviling, at least for me, right, is when you put your sword and your shield together, and the sword is supported by the shield.
Ah, okay.
So we had a thingy. Oh, there it is. Behind you, Your Grace. Now, the difference between Samuel fighting this first round and this is very interesting.
Fighters adapting to the opponent.
Well, and he's now coming out to throw for purpose. He's not here to. He's not fighting this like it was a regular practice, right?
Right. Well,
come on.
And to his credit, he's doing that in a bye fight.
Right.
Which means he's not taking the bye. He's not taking the bye fight as okay. It's my easy. It's an easy win. I'm just gonna. I mean.
Well, and some people can't. Some people mentally can't turn that off. Right. Which happens.
Yeah.
So that is the last round for Samuel for his bye fight.
So I'm going to go off mic because I don't want to blow out the voices, blow out your microphone when I go and announce that the fighter support.
Okay. So John Mailer, yes, he has fought all of his rounds. He will be up next round.
I thought they wanted it after the round, not after the fight. Got it.
And then now we
that was the
have
end of the round, so.
we have Tamouj versus the other bye fighter Ul. Albertine Turner made his garb. I can ask him. I'm definitely going to ask him when he's done fighting who made his garb. That way he can stay in whatever fun mental state he's in because now he's fighting.
He's hot.
One of my favorite things has actually been watching him, Job, and Jeremiah, who's here, start from scratch and watch them be where they're at now. Right? Like
It's always fun to watch.
it is. They went from I'm just going to throw and wiggle around to that. So. Sinister is left, correct? If I remember.
Sinister is stage left. Yes, it means left.
Stage left. Now we're getting to stage right. Guys, I haven't done theater since I was in middle school. My brain not working.
Because that's the thing. when you look at the shield, Sinister is on the right as you look at it.
Gotcha.
So it is the wielder's left.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the direction of Dexter or Sinister is based on the typical right-handed holding onto the thing.
So one of the commenters said, "SCA on the red carpet. Can you tell us who you're wearing tonight?" We should legit have like a red carpet thing. That'd be hilarious. So Tamuj is a Conrad squire. We should have that. Whoever wins this, we need to have that talk with them. That'd be great, right?
Oh lordy.
And do it like Friday night, right? So nobody gets screwed up in their
Right. No,
mental
don't screw up.
processes.
Or you do it after the win.
Yes. Yep. So Tamuj, he took a break, right? But he's not afraid of.
Is Tamuj's blade curved to begin with, or is there?
So I was gonna ask Conrad, but he's disparate. I don't know. Yeah, Conrad's gone to his.
Because the way it was swinging, it almost looked like it was like centrifugally.
So it is curved, and I think he prefers to fight with the trigger, and I think he opens his hand. Excuse me.
Which would then flip it around.
He does what I do, where you open your hand halfway through the wrap, so it just pivots around your finger.
Got it.
Right? It would be hysterical if we did an SCA. Who are you wearing? If Samuel wins, I will. If Samuel wins, somebody will help convince Juliana of the shenanigans. So.
To what?
If Samuel was to win, they'll help convince Juliana to do the "Who are you wearing tonight?"
Oh, jeez.
Victory is Tamuj. So I believe that's the end of the round. Taryn,
Okay, let me
have fun yelling.
Yes.
Sure.
I'm about to say, you can have it Master Edward, or you can give it to Yazi so he can be super judgy. So
I'm not gonna put that on.
I will be right back. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick
Okay.
while working rounds.
Thank you, Harold.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So since the regular host has gone to the privy, this is Master Edward online for you. How's everybody doing today? It's going to be Rothgar versus Mairghread.
This is more of a slicer, the other one's more bludgeon. You want to bet? You're number one. I love you, man. I'm just saying that after the original plan,
There we go.
Who's up first? Looks like
It's going to be Rothgar. Yeah, it's going to be Rothgar.
Rothgar and Mairghread.
I pushed Rothgar, but there you go.
There we go.
There you go.
I actually organized them by number so I know who's on what side.
Who's on first, what's on second? I don't know.
Exactly.
Who's on third?
I went full gremlin on like who's going where and setting this up. So right now Samuel has had 2 fights. He will get a third, so we don't know after that. This is a double elimination tournament. He lost his first fight to John Mailer, and then he had a bye fight. So depending on his next fight goes, if he continues fighting. Can I borrow your can opener again? I was a dumb knight and didn't bring one.
Hold back. And the pelican pops the top.
The pelican and the bear always has one.
Yep. I don't have.
I really would love to get one of those bear claws that is also a can opener.
Well, I gave my claw to I gave my original claw to Libby
Ah, okay.
when she became.
I'm missing Libby fight, but I will be just back in just a second.
All right. All right, so we got Rothgar and Mairghread starting up. This is Mairghread's moving around. Up.
Oh,
Wow, that was sweet.
I actually couldn't see anything, and she snuck that in. That was. Yeah, she snuck an offside in on the other side of the shield. His Majesty had a question, which I think was about a headshot, and they're going to talk about it now. But Mairghread's doing well, actually. She's moving her feet pretty nicely. That her offside has gotten a little sneakier than I remember.
Yeah.
I hate that I don't get to fight her as much since she's family, but being 6 hours away from family sucks.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just clip that to your garb and it'll stay.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That offside was getting wicked. That was good. That was
Oh, and he was. I mean, swing until they fall down, call good or change shape.
That's true.
So, looks like it is 1-1, I think. I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for an announcement. I'm going to go with 1-1 because I didn't hear an announcement. Mm-hmm. I just didn't hear an announcement, so I'm. Okay. Apparently, I'm just deaf, which happens.
Oh, now that's who you should get over here.
Oh, I mean, Your Grace, would you like to come and commentate on fighting with us?
No, thank you. I'm still in the be very careful.
Understand, Your Grace. Did he just?
Yep. He just took her shield off.
That was.
Well, her
He
sword.
took her sword off, and that was just one of those simple, like, throw the snap, throw the wrap, and hit him with the tip right on the. I think he hit her dead center of the van brace.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember that word to begin with. All right, victory to Sir Rothgar.
All fighters.
His Grace is asking that any fighter who has lost a fight make it evident so that we can see it.
The marshals would have all combatants know that this is not fighter practice. Please make clear when you have been vested. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Grace, whose voice is much louder than people realize.
He's mundanely an Air Force officer.
Oh yeah, but like that's why I love talking to Garrick. Is like he's not only he's a very good officer from what I'm gathering,
God, yes.
right? I wish I had an officer like him when I was in, but
Well, the neat thing for me is I get a lot of one-on-one in fighter practice with him. And it's always a e-ticket ride
oh yeah.
when you fight him.
Let me hinge. I'm gonna set this down real quick.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Eric and Rorik All right, now we go to the second fighting round. All right, my lords and ladies, and the martial ladies. There we go.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
There we go. Well, Rorik wins it. Ah, Rorik.
I missed all of that because
Well, it kind of went.
Fellows and ladies, children's activities are now ending. If your children
Pierce.
are there, please retrieve them. Fundraiser lunch is now
Astrid,
Abomination of wires you got going on here.
Astrid says hi.
Hi.
The quick fix because
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear it. You need to fix this right now. This abomination of wires, you need to fix it right now. I kind of remember Yazi's house. And you talking about an abomination that I did to get something done quickly.
Hey, it was-
You got 5 seconds. Get it fixed.
done. And this is this.
Okay.
So.
Samuel versus
All right,
Sebastianos.
so the first time Samuel fought Sebastianos, right? Sebastianos lined up, and Samuel threw his third Molinet and hit Sebastianos between the sword and the shield. And all I heard Sebastianos say was, "That's not happening again," because he had logged it in his computer, and Samuel tried it again and got murked. Now, that's the thing with Sebastianos is once it's in his battle computer,
oh yeah,
it's a thing. And that was a moment where I was like, man, he just adds stuff to his knowledge base so fast it's not even funny.
Yeah.
Push up. At the bottom where the red is.
Here we go.
Here we go. The question is Seabass going to make this quick, or is he going to just feel Samuel out with a new shield? Okay, so Samuel's threw right at the sword, which I don't...
Samuel better watch the legs for that.
There it is.
Shot. Yeah.
Now, that was nice, because that was a very slow Molinet.
Sebastianos is a master of timing.
Oh, yes.
And he changes his rhythm. So if you get used to going pop, 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 he goes pop. Pop,
Yep.
pop, pop.
And then does that where he speeds up the next fight.
Well.
Oh shit, sorry.
Now, Samuel did good and kept defending himself, right? But you can see the... Oh, shit. There's a squirrel brain moment.
Tell you now.
So. Uh-oh. This is not a good starting place. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Second to Seabass. Sebastianos, 2 straight. And I apologize. I ignored the round counter because I was actually really enjoying watching that fight. Was that just a who's your knight? I think that's what that was. Turn to the king and queen. Uh-oh. So now we have Brahm and Tamouj. I'm gonna have to ask Conrad before the day is over if that sword is meant to be curved or not. Because
Probably.
if it is, right, that's a cool thing to add because it changes your whole dynamic. But if it's not, I've swung a sword enough that it starts to bend. Now, mind you, I've fought in the rain because I'm an idiot.
Well, until it starts thundering and lightning, then I start thinking about it.
I don't know Eric and Rorik who won.
I want to say it looked kind of convoluted to me, but I don't know who came out.
I don't know. After this round, I will go ask them because I can see them. I was talking to family, unfortunately.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
So he said his is meant to be curved, and we're hearing Rorik won from somebody who did see it.
Okay.
So, if it's meant to be curved, that I have thought about making a curved weapon. It is. Okay, and that's a cool thing.
It's a scimitar or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty accurate. Okay, so somebody here is a scribe, doesn't know how fighting works. So the real simple answer is we're playing stick tag, right? We have certain areas that are and are not okay to hit. Ooh, Tamouge, look at that. Stomp, come down, rising snap, very nice. So the way that it works, right, is as long as you don't hit somebody in the wrists or below the knees, everything counts. So, and if you get hit in the arm or the leg, you lose that appendage. If you get hit in the body or the head, you've lost. You've been bested. My favorite spiel at a con is if you get hit in the arm and leg, you get to hobble around. If you get hit in the head or body, you're dead, right? And the crowd loves it because it rhymes for some weird reason. Yes. So Sir Usted, I don't know if you've ever seen that. He has great videos on it. He's made a rattan flamberge that is actually curved back and forth, and he used it at one point, and it was chef's kiss.
Yeah.
He did it as an A&S project and then fought with it, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, double tap, second to Tamouge.
That'll be it.
Mm-hmm. That was a nice little double tap on the offside too.
Yeah.
So. Looks like they're reorganizing the next set of fights.
Yep.
So we have some time. Yeah, so his footwork is actually doing a lot better than last time I saw him, and I'm super happy that he's actually back in armor. So.
Yeah, it's nice to see people who
It is, right? And the biggest thing that worries me is when I fight somebody and like you get to know them and then life happens and they can never come back, right? Because I just miss them, right?
Added things in the right.
Yes. Oh yeah. Hi, Azra. See, I'm hot mic'd.
Huh?
I'm hot mic'd right now. So anything you say,
Anything I say will be used against me.
and it will be on the internet forever.
And it'll be forever. I did all my foolish stuff before the internet, so there aren't any records.
You say that now. Give me 24 hours.
Oh, you're so funny.
Huh?
You're so funny.
I've done data recovery before on stuff that people forget about. So.
When I can Google my name and I see 5 different Hugh Edward Yarboroughs out there, and they're not me.
Oh, they're like four other of my mundanium, and I'm like, that's weird. One of them is like 12 right now. The other one's like 60 something. I'm like, man,
Well,
did I time travel? All right. John Maylor and Valric. And then Lachlan and Richard.
yeah.
Richard's doing really well today.
Yes, he is.
He's taking his time and he's making sure that he's.
Well, Richard made a concerted effort to.
Your Majesty?
Your Majesty. He's made a concerted effort
Thank you, Your Majesty.
to work on things.
He has. Last time I saw him at Daggers, he had been telling me that he was putting in extra work. So.
Now.
Turns out training with Garrick helps.
Yeah.
You're very welcome. So, yeah, training with Garrick is a huge learning experience and also very painful.
No, not necessarily. If you're armored. If you're armored.
You're talking to me here, Master Edward.
know.
He finds me in all the parts where there isn't armor. And I don't know how he does it.
Because he's Garrick.
Yeah, because Garrick. How?
So when we do warm-ups, and we're doing slow speed, and I'm working him out, getting ready to go, and he hits me across the helmet, I go, yeah, your Grace, we're done with slow work. I need a little bit more. I said,
No,
you're hitting Meridian standard now.
All right, Your Grace.
We're good.
We have ceased the warm-up session.
Time to start drinking.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
The party light is on. Bam says the party light is on.
All right, so we've got Valric and John Maylor.
That'll be a good one.
So this is going to be, I really like this because this is your standard Meridian strapped A-frame
Yes.
versus the Western mobility style.
Yep.
So, and I think that they're close enough that they have fought a number of times.
Yeah.
I just don't know how often they fought.
Well, geographically, they're in the same area.
Yeah, I think they're like 2 or 3 hours from each other, right?
Maybe. Maybe.
So. All right, let's see this. Here we go. Maylor doesn't. So he's not right there. Bart is what I'm talking about. That A-frame right there. You may be on the Jedi Council, but you're not Yoda yet. So my experience with John Maylor is A-frame, like he's doing right now.
They don't take normal throttle A-frame, they teach the Alien set.
Yeah.
Modified A-frame.
Yeah.
I call it high guard. Okay. There's the power behind that.
Bring that. Get a hammer on the side.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yep.
First to Valric.
Here, I'm gonna put this down.
Okay. And there was some discussion to clear that. Now, mind you, they've swapped sides, so the sides are not accurate, right? All right, let's see how this one goes. Hi, Mairghread. That sounds like a nice one. It is. It's also a mouth guard, a mouthful. But I mean, and that's where, like, that was high guard where he was just at. It gets into I think it goes into whether or not, like, how you define stuff, because Bart's high guard and my A-frame might actually like meet in the middle somewhere, but I don't know. This is that duck though. That duck under the shot was pretty. So. He is, and Valric does this where he's just in range, and everybody thinks that they're just safe enough. Second to John Mailer.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. That was a beautiful last shot.
It was desperate, but yeah.
What? Yes, but.
It was bad. I said it was desperate. But that's what made it a good shot. From tails off my strap.
Yep. Turns out pure desperation can make a very beautiful shot.
Trust me, I've had a few in my life.
Oh, so I mean, half of my stabs are pure desperation. I'm not gonna lie.
I remember.
Shit! If I stab him now, I'll be able to run away. So this is not bad. We're nearing the end of the winners bracket, and we're a little over 2 hours in, right? So this has actually been a fairly consistent crown list as far as speed wise.
Just enough to take the wind off the shot.
Well, and John, so we have the corkscrewing rule, right? But John is very, very good at this sudden, let me just rotate on my knees, and it changes the entire dynamic because you don't know when he's about to do it.
Yeah.
So, uh-oh.
And now he's to his left hand.
This is probably one of my least favorite places to be, personally speaking, because
Been there too many times.
I rely almost entirely on footwork, and now not only do I not have footwork, I'm fighting left-handed. So.
My only time I've ever won one of these.
Second to Valric.
Yep. Second of all.
Now, so that right there, right? Like, we're laughing, we're having fun.
Yeah. So I'm at a crown list. I think it was Adamar's first rank.
Okay.
And I'm fighting that. You know how tall Adric is.
Oh, yeah.
So he legs me, he arms me, I'm fighting with my left hand. It looks like it's going to be ugly. He goes to throw a down wrap. He catches me in the leg as I'm coming up. And he looked over his shield at the wrong moment.
Wham.
Oh, no.
Oh, you just flicked it?
Flicked it.
There you go.
Got the face plate.
There you go.
And the thing is it's that mentality when you're on your knees that you've got to have that, I got this.
Yes. So that, and also when you throw a shot, it is, I'm throwing the shot, not I'm here to tip tap. This shot is going to kill you if you don't block it, right? That's one thing that I told Samuel and Job and all them when we got started was, you don't throw at me, right? You don't throw to me. You throw through me.
Yeah.
Throw through me, right? And
Both of these have knights that are left-handed. They both have a lot of lefty tendencies.
correct.
These
Yep.
are two righties that fight a lot like
Yeah.
lefties.
So that's gonna be super fun because you have two, like Yazi was saying, two right-handers who had left-handed knights, and they actually will throw lefty-style shots as a right-hander.
So Lachlan, like we were saying, Lachlan was Hightower squad, which was a left-hander. Richard had
His Carburet.
Greenheart
Green.
first.
Oh, Green.
Who was a left.
So I never met Greenheart,
Robert Greenheart, left-handed knight.
and now.
Now it's Carburet, a left-handed knight. So they both have had left hand.
So one thing that I want to do is slow this down at some point. Yep. Especially for these two.
Yeah, they're catching so much on the
And
field.
they're doing.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
first to Lachlan. Yep. So, and both of these two are very good at making sure that shield stays in contact with the basket.
Yes.
I do want to slow down Lachlan's long wrap and see if it's just a thumb lead.
I have a picture of that's what he beat me over in that crown list. It is, but it turns completely over and it comes down almost
Okay.
60 degrees down.
Makes my back hurt thinking about that.
My elbow is just outside the building.
So Rorik said Val has done a great job at pop in there. Val's done a good job adapting to our more aggressive rules for combat from our knees. He's done very, very well. So when you're legged, if you take one arm, they still have an arm and they are still technically able to be armed and armored. So they still have a sword hand. If you take both arms, it's death by dismemberment. No, Duke Sir John is not with us. It is me and Master Edward Yarborough. And then Sir Yastrib is over here in the corner, being his general peanut gallery fun person.
Yeah.
So.
But
All
if
right.
you want a new fighter shown the technical side of fighting, Richard's your man.
Yes, Richard will give you a fantastic technical base. What's very nice is Richard.
That good communications.
Yeah, and they were talking about a shot in the side of the face. What's really cool is Richard is at a level where he sees that you can't over fake him.
No.
If you commit too much, he'll hit you.
Oh,
It's super fun to watch him do it. You are welcome. If you have any rules questions, let me know. I'm more than happy to answer.
Yeah.
I mean, also, my favorite response when people are like, hey, I don't know if that was good. I was like, I just want to keep fighting, right? I'm here to have fun and keep fighting. So.
I would like to ask the management a question.
So did Richard make that belt? Because that's a newer
Yes, he
belt.
did. Yes, he did.
That is fantastic work.
Yes, he did. Dude, that's a good.
That hurt me. That hurt me. Ooh. Lachlan wins that one. So, yes, he has the leather protection, but when Lachlan throws that, he hits you with the last like 3 to 5 inches of the sword, and he is throwing it fast enough that the tip of that sword is going to hurt. He's hit me in my full Japanese armor, and I'm like, I'm gonna lay down now and just curl up in a ball. Oh yeah. So that is Rorik and Hrothgar. Oh, yeah. Hrothgar. You know, I love picking on Hrothgar, but I think him having a Hello Kitty shield is more than enough picking on him than I can do today.
All right.
That can go in like the next pop ship model, him holding it like this.
Now, I remember when Marston was like, show up late for armor inspection, get the pink tutu of shame. Pink ballet tutu of shame.
Of course, Yazi's the peanut gallery. Yazi, people watching are not surprised that you're the peanut gallery. Of course. I mean, that's fair. Then you wouldn't be a meme.
Okay. I'm going to go get something to eat.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for putting up with my commentary.
Hey, Matt, do you want to be hot mic'd?
I will say something in
How many times have you been a Viscount? One counts or something.
Yazi, do you want it?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Now they can fully hear you.
Then you can be loud and judgy.
Very loud and judgy. So I'm giving Yazi the other mic.
Do I really need help to be loud?
No. But now you can be very loud to the internet without having to yell at people.
I would just like to merely point out that these are the opinions of Yastrib Slavovich, and no way are the opinions of the Kingdom of Meridies or the Kingdoms of SCA Incorporated.
Oh.
And that's why you say good until you fall down.
First to Hrothgar. Hrothgar is somebody who throws until you call good, fall down, or change shape, right?
They also, at Rising Sun, they spend a lot of time training against lefties and how to fight lefties. They would literally bite us down to come by, fight against lefties. So he's...
Oh, yeah. He's no stranger to anything, really.
And he's also set very fast. He's got good hands and feet.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of tappy stuff in there.
Good.
He wasn't able to get any butt into
Yeah,
any of that.
yeah. He really couldn't get much into it, and then Rothgar is the only person that could, like, his shield will flip on him, and he'll just hold it in place, and it still stops everything.
Pushing the pressure on him, we couldn't lean forward and get a lot of oomph.
Yeah.
It's hard to do in your leg.
True.
I mean, I don't disagree, but it's hard to, be. I mean, there are people that can do it, but they weigh a whole lot less than I do.
Still, you need you to write it down.
I'll take care of that.
Sebastian and Tamouge. I'm.
I turn it into a video, like do a
He is.
Do that. Absolutely. We can do it for Viking Leader.
Chronovolt.
I did not realize
Glasses in our hands.
he was from Tennessee.
Yeah.
I thought he was like the greater coasty Cornhill
No.
area.
Yeah. No. He's ass ends of Tennessee. So.
Tamouge?
Yeah.
And he has absolutely surprised people today with his speed. So people have been like, wow.
His footwork, like his ability to mirror people's footwork today is pretty good, honestly.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Tamouge does a lot of the stuff that I do. Like we watch, we absorb, and then we emulate, and like we just copy it until we get it, or we fold it into what we're doing or working on.
So you're the kid that takes the assignment, changes 2 answers, and uses it?
I mean, I'm not going to disagree, but you don't get the truth in the way of the story. Come on, man.
Who would say stuff like that?
Not me, not you, definitely not you.
Just remember, moist pizza.
It's hard to call me an idiot. I don't need anything.
It's going to be a hard fight for him because Seabass sees angles that nobody else sees.
Oh, and he's real good at walking right next to his body. It turns out.
All right. Let's see how this goes. It was a nice little dive to just get out of there. Although I don't know that backpedaling is your best option. I don't remember if it's Persian or Indian.
I do appreciate the fact that he's using like an actual curve.
Yeah.
Oh, when I found out it was purposely curved, I was like, oh, that's a choice, and also it's a fun thing to change your fighting.
Because if he utilizes the thrust rate, you think you've got it blocked.
And it's gonna, yeah, it'll curve just slightly over.
Right now, Seabass is trying to get just in range so we can throw that really, really fast offside.
Mm-hmm. He'll probably drop the right shoulder and then throw it.
And here we're going to see a flurry in about 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm. That.
Oh.
Okay. First to Sebastianos. I apologize. I have Valric up there. Yeah, I just noticed I had Valric up there. I had stepped away from the computer. Thank you. My apologies.
Are you guys calling him thin? Is that what you're saying? You're calling him thin?
Is that a thing? Can we do that?
Well, I've never called him thin.
No, you're. Alright, I can't say that. Whoops.
Because I'm so notorious for flip-flopping shots.
All the time. Just all the time.
I mean, I think we've all called good intentions from Baru.
I'm a dainty flower. I don't want anybody hitting me. I'll call good once you get on my glaive. I'll start calling good because that for some reason people want to hit a glaive hard.
It's because we're mean.
Well, it's because we think you're going to hit us hard, so we hit you hard.
But we don't want to
hit harder with my sword than I do my glaive.
Can attest. True facts. And on the receiving end of it.
I've really been impressed with Rouge today.
Mm-hmm.
His patience is what is impressive.
Oh, that was
pretty.
That was perfect timing. So perfect.
Well, as he stepped over his right foot, he turned his body a little, he turned his shoulders a little bit, and then used that as a drop shot in.
Victory to Tamouge.
That was
So
pretty.
it's the front foot forward thing.
Yeah.
As soon as the front foot lands, you have to either stay there, or your only other option is get out or to continue forward. You're committed for that split second when the front foot lands.
Right. And he just followed it in. It's pretty.
That was his first loss, though, wasn't it?
Move?
Yeah.
No, because Seabass's lost. That probably eliminated Demouge. Because that was in the redemption bracket.
Yeah.
No, Demouge lost one of his first round fights, because his fight was going to be pretty good then too. I don't remember, but it was a real good fight. So, I'm.
Yeah. These are my favorites.
So as soon as
I never saw the thrust coming.
as soon as you stepped, you pulled your shield and sword apart, and all I did was just rotate the hand. That's why I hit my right here.
It was a beautiful thrust, both times.
And then you got pressure me.
Oh, we're getting towards the end now that Lyst is getting small.
So I was like, all right, I'm coming under. Nope. All right, coming over. Nope.
Ooh, I love it when Garrick is heralding.
We can be
Fashionable.
Garrick is the SCA equivalent of an old Southern gentleman. He gets the gentility and the gravity, but he still is like got a little underneath that.
You only kind of suck, Rorik.
Only a little.
President at SCA.
Next time, try to suck a little bit less.
Immortal words of Eric Martell. You good, scrub.
Come now to the field, the Honorable Lord Richard de Tingamen, and Sir Hrothgar of Mercia.
This is another couple guys that have never fought.
Yeah, never.
Sarcasm.
And Sir
That's
John
what I was thinking when I was watching Ock and Hrothgar fight the first time. Those are moves that indicate that.
All right, so we have Hrothgar and Richard for this next one. Let's see. Where is? I get to find them on this list. Richard here, Hrothgar here.
Lachlan started playing, and that was when he became my squire. Yeah, before Lachlan had two left-handed knights.
I mean, hey, he got good. So. Yep. Yep.
Turns out I fought a left-hander before.
So. As Yazzie said, yeah. So they don't ever really fight except for tournaments, right?
Who?
These two, Richard and Hrothgar. They only.
So Murfreesboro is a lot closer to northern Alabama than you think. So they actually have a lot of cross-curricular stuff. To go from Huntsville to Murfreesboro is like two and a half hours.
Okay.
It's a lot closer than you would think.
Okay.
Caspar and I went and played disc golf up in Franklin County.
Okay.
And it was like 30 minutes from his house.
Ooh, nice leg.
Oh, that was a sneaky little leg.
That's a nice little leg.
Tight, I bet this boy. Yes, she is. Oh, nope. No sandwich for you.
Ty tried to steal a sandwich.
Victory is the first to the Honorable
Very nice, Richard.
Tingamen.
Very nice. Richard's been looking really good today, too.
He cheated that shield up and then just dropped that leg.
Oh, yeah. 2 high shots in the leg.
But Hrothgar with the energy.
Mm-hmm. He's sneaky about it, man. Like
He really is.
You really don't know that he's going to
Now
be.
we're going to discuss whether that shot was good or not.
Yeah, and I think they should, right?
That's why we do the things we
After
do.
discussion, victory in the second to Sir Hrothgar
For
of
Hrothgar.
Mercia.
That's what I like about our kingdom as opposed to certain other places. There's certain places where they're not as communicative.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes we're far more polite than we should be in our communication.
I agree.
But we are communicative.
Well, and I think that's a culture thing of the South, right? Where we're located.
Well, Duchess Caroline summed it up best when she looked at me one day and said, remember, Yazzie, a good southern woman is never unintentionally rude.
Victory in the third and advancing. The Honorable
Sir so Rorik said that Rothgar currently lives in Bowling Green, Kentucky, so it's an hour drive to get to Murfreesboro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Sir John Mailer. Arming Viscount Lyric and Earl Lockwood.
So now we have Sebastianos and John Mailer. Yes, Conrad. We are hot mic, so whatever you say is on the internet forever.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
Let's see if it plays out for him.
See if it plays out.
They handed me one of these. That's funny.
Car was running real good today, and we're real happy with the pit crew and how everything operated.
That's fair. Yes.
I want to applaud Garrick for being able to say that so well. I have read her name hundreds of times, and
Is this the last four of the undefeated?
no, the last two undefeated are Lachlan and Balric. This is the last pair of the one loss bracket. Yep. So Sebastianos and John Mailer.
Okay, right, yes.
Because
I don't-
the reality is, no matter what I say, I'm going to sound like the
We're going to draft car on the right.
Where's the sound this time? Well, we call this Lower Alabama?
Yeah.
Yeah, LA. I live in
I'm
LA.
from so far back in the mountains, they had to ship me sunlight occasionally.
Is that right, Stephanie?
Do you have a cousin named Jimmy?
Second cousin Garrett or your third cousin
I had to
Jared?
marry somebody not from Tennessee to make sure I wasn't related to her.
I was drinking when you said that. This is going to be... I'm interested to see what happens when somebody finally commits. Because both of them, once they commit, it's...
It's that scene from the old Garfield or Heathcliff cartoons where it's just a big ball of
Yep.
smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And every now and then you see a claw come out.
Yeah. Right.
All I
Wow.
think was off the very tippy top of the helmet.
Just touched it.
Those were...
It's peeking over the...
There was a whole lot of almost right there.
That was...
Oh, that was cool.
He dug into the...
And he leaned it to the block.
Seabass just read that from a mile away. Oh.
You know you've landed a good shot
Big-
when the entire engine just goes,
The John chuckle though. He's gonna need the 10. We have tonight. John chuckle today. That's the first one.
You know, that's one thing I like about fighting John Mailer is win, lose, draw. John is having a good
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's my favorite thing about John. He's never having a bad time when he's fighting.
You know, there's certain people like you fight him, you fight Master Edward. They're just like
Master Edward's chuckle while he's fighting.
He's terrifying.
It's amazing. It's not terrifying. It's amazing.
When you pizza, when you should have tacos, you're going to have a bad time. He always...
That was.
There's a million beautiful women in the world.
Oh,
Not
they
all
them.
of
Sorry,
them.
I apologize.
Not all of them are going to be lasagna at work. Most of them just cheat on me.
Victory in the second to John Mailer.
Right across the street.
That was one of those shots that I do apologize for it's they them versus her. I apologize.
you can tell who hit who.
He did, yeah. It was pretty perfect. That last one was that was a nice little shot.
Even if don't sleep on John. John is good. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, John's like people forget to mention pretty dadgum good.
Oh, yeah. John's one of those people that like he walks in the field and you're like, okay, it's John Mailer, and then he does something, you're like, right?
You look up and it's like the fourth or fifth round, and he's still, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, oh god, wow. Oh.
Nice cover up.
Seabass by stepping underneath it.
I swear to Seabass is a Jedi. He just and stuff just misses him.
But what I'm saying is John did that.
Have you ever sit down and listen to him describe how he visualizes the fight?
No, I actually haven't.
So CBS is on the autism spectrum.
Yeah.
It's like he visualizes physically as like 6 different screens at once.
Oh man.
Right? And then he analyzes, and then he comes in with a plan.
A little double tap right there.
I mean, comfortable is a word you could pick. I wouldn't want to be there.
So if you haven't like sat down and like talked to him about how you visualize the fight, it's really interesting.
Oh.
Nice.
Sebastianos is the winner.
That was a pretty set of fights.
That was. All right, so this is the last fight of the winners bracket, I believe.
This one's gonna be interesting.
So we have Earl Lachlan and we have Viscount Valric.
Current active duty, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe Garrick is still active duty, yes.
What does he do in the military? Because I feel like with his command of the language, it just feels like he does
Yes,
something of that.
I think he just does yes.
That's fair. That's fair. I know a few people like that. That's fair.
So, I'm not gonna lie, this is the fight that I wanted to see.
So, I've been King's champion, and every time I want to be King's champion, I want to fight him at freaking Belfort. I'm like, why do y'all hate me?
Garrick's been in like 5 or 6 kingdoms and reigned in most of them.
And I'm like, oh hey, Yowzy's King's champion. Let's make it by Garrick. I'm like, what?
Isn't he almost like King of Wood?
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I can't beat him on a regular basis, that's for sure. And he's just such a good, he's so nice about it too, though.
I've gotten lucky. I caught him freezing. That was one
All right.
time, and I'll never get it again.
2 very similar styles, but this is gonna be a very interesting fight. So,
So we'll say it's interesting to see resurgence of strap shields, because used to there was a time where strap shields basically where strap shields effectively went away.
Oh, where did you get him?
Somebody told me it was a good idea. He is. I even saw that one.
hey man.
And that is what we call fighter brain.
Oh, 100%, right? You get hit.
I've been hit in the arm and went to my knees.
Me too.
I've done that to somebody. Hit them in the ribs and they called the leg.
Yeah.
And here's the Wiggly.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Victory in the first for Earl Lachlan.
The cry went out in the universe.
You are very welcome. I'm glad that the scores are helping folks. It helps me keep track of it too. So Lachlan in the first.
You'll kill me.
I have been armed before in a tournament and leaned in and went, hit in the head, please.
There's a part of me that's glad I don't wear minimum armor anymore, because like I have to hit, I'm like, okay, I'm so glad there was armor there.
God forbid I get armor. So when I first started fighting, I used to wear thigh armor, and I got hit in the thigh a lot. And then I took the thigh armor off and it started hurting when they hit me in the leg. No, I don't get hit in the leg nearly as much as I used to.
Oh yeah.
It never heals after a certain point. It's just like 30 years of him.
All right.
Hair growing in the way that you've been hit? No, it's permanently bruised.
The nerve damage is real.
Yeah, well, that's even if you wear less armor.
I think Lachlan was a little low on the stick. He wasn't getting a whole lot of zip pound. Yeah.
He was getting just enough shield to rub off.
These two, when they get in A range, it is like
It's like two panzers firing shots at each other.
Wow, that was a pretty shot. 1-1. I'm upset that I couldn't see that happen.
I got to see it, and it was clean. It wasn't super hard, and then I think he went, "Ooh, I should call that."
Well, I wanted to see the mechanics of it, right? Because all I saw was a shrug, and then the shot was thrown.
I think he just shrugged and then yanked it.
That was.
I saw the elbow pop.
Man. One day I want to be this good when I grow up.
You had to fight someone with shield scrub.
Why? But shields are so annoying.
He's adequate. I wasn't going to have a squire that couldn't fight it at all.
I still love Caius' face when I got to fight him the first time with Sword and Shield, and he was like, "What are you doing with that?" He's like, why do you have that? He had no idea why I had a shield with me. It was great.
My opinion has always been a knight should be competent together. Ooh.
This is.
Unfortunately, yeah, it was good.
My first turn on one was with a dagger. It was stupid, but it worked.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying the commentary. I really am glad that folks enjoy it.
It's all right. No. Don't take that shot. No. You're in the middle of talking. I do the same thing. So. I'm sorry, where's the first shot? Huh?
Yeah, watching it when he wrapped it into the butt cheek. Lachlan was getting ready to tell him.
All right, so for reference, folks, Valric has asked Lachlan not to take the second shot because Lachlan was talking.
He got to hit the button. He was about to say, "Hey, you hit me in the butt," and then
Valric threw the second shot, and he asked him
Valric's
not.
like, "Hey, don't call that because we were talking. You were talking."
That's very kind of him.
It is because technically you don't have to because no hold was called. But that's chivalrous.
And for me, that shows a level of chivalry with these two, right, when they're fighting. So here we go.
Oh, this is about to get ugly. And we're at the worst angle between the two. We can't see what's
Looks like it's half shield.
I think he just sort of slapped at it.
Yeah, they're both. It looks like they're both slapping,
It
right?
looked like it hit shield and then pivoted off the shield. It looks clean from here, but
Well, so here's the thing,
it looked like shield.
right? From here, we're very limited, right? So
I can't see. Oh wait.
He doesn't have a lot of back armor.
Right, they're gonna.
So
they're both wearing just weight belts. Good grief, man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You got him, but he got him in the head. He's like, that was the face.
Huh? What were we saying, Yazi?
I think Lachlan thinks he landed one on the face, but I'm not sure.
Apparently,
Valor disagrees.
Disconnected.
Well,
again, I'm in such a bad.
What's the strap hanging off the back of the locker?
That's his.
that's the strap for his chin strap. It's supposed to be like that.
It's the what?
It's the strap for his chin strap. It's supposed to be like that.
It's excess leather. They're discussing it. And again, I can't see crap.
Yeah, we can't see and we can't hear them, right? So we're only going to hear what they decide. So.
But again, they're being communicative.
That's how you can ask for it. Oh. Here comes Her Majesty.
Stand them up and start it.
I mean, if I was in the armor, I think I would be okay with that, right? I do enjoy the idea of, well, nobody, it's a weird thing, stand up and start over. right? But also, I just love fighting. Let's be really clear here.
You love fighting with a glaive. You want to be away from him.
I will always just love fighting more, right?
Victory in the third and advancing. Viscount Valeric.
Looks like Valeric is advancing.
To the final. Earl Lockwood will advance in the Lyst.
All right. So it looks like we're going to have a short break, folks. I'm going to go ahead and mute the mics while we wait So as far as the zooming in goes, unfortunately, to zoom this in the way it's set up as a webcam, I cannot. So I have to leave it where it's at, and I am literally against the edge of the Eric. So short of like running around with it, and I only have a 20-foot cord, I wouldn't be able to do that much. At some point, I'm gonna look at upgrading to a camera that can zoom in. So, but that's what I have right now. Is unfortunately not. All right, Joe gets to help me announce this.
Oh.
Yep, he gets to
Really?
do this. Yep, because you're the only one here, aside
Darn.
from Ool here, who is just hanging out drinking.
Yeah.
Ool. I'm sorry. I'll get it eventually.
Like pool without the pee.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, not having pee in a pool is good. Dad jokes. They're the greatest. So we've got Count Sebastianos and the Honorable Lord Richard. This will be interesting. I'm going to move the mic some because it's just not sitting correctly.
Richard has like the more traditional style, and then
Seabass is just his own animal, right?
Like he looks like he's about to drop back for like a DB on a football play. That's what he looks like.
I'd never thought about it like that, but nobody else fights like Sebastianos. That's for sure.
That's for sure.
So, okay.
Ooh,
nice. One shot.
Caught him peeking.
Yep. It looks like it caught him peeking, and while he was moving forward.
Yeah.
So that was a nice little snap in there.
You air out anything of a target-rich environment, Seabass will just
yeah. If you leave any opening that is not quickly dealt with, Seabass will capitalize on it.
Right.
And all he needs is the size of his stick, right? Just like that.
Yeah.
That was a Molinet that was in the perfect spot.
Oh yeah, that was just beautiful. Second time on movement, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so, yes. So it looks like now it will be Lachlan and Sebastianos.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was a very fast snap.
This is gonna be a fun fight.
Everybody is very welcome. I'm very glad that I can stream this, and that I have the ability to do this and to bring this to the kingdom.
Looks like Count Sebastianos is.
Yep, he's going to take. I mean, he just fought, right? So he can take a second. There's nothing wrong with that.
Fair.
So.
Because he knows he does not have an easy fight coming up. Next two fights at the very least.
I mean, so here's the thing: the next three fight are three royal peers who don't slouch.
Nope.
So I will be back in just a second.
What?
I'll be right back.
Well, the live streaming, there might have been more than a few comments that accidentally got Manny purposely picked up on. So, is it currently recording?
Yes.
Awesome.
I haven't turned it off at all. Oh yeah.
Can I hear us?
Yep.
Nice. So there was a few there's a few where I like stepped up close and I'm like, ooh, kiss me, this is so awesome, I love you, I love you too. I'm sure they were like, who is that? What is that?
It's always fun here.
Oh, absolutely. Especially the folks that wanted to.
Oh yeah, right. Like having the ability to have the people come and just hang out.
I do have a microphone.
Yep, he got the microphone. Cause I needed somebody else.
Why would you trust him with a microphone?
Because most of the shiv are on the field,
Yeah,
or
that's
about
fair.
to be, right? We're
And
coming
I'm
up
just a
on
lowly
we're coming up
squire.
on the finals. So
I couldn't frame this. You were guarding it.
I was guarding it. So the next round is not the final. This is the last fight of the one-loss bracket. We have Earl Lachlan and Count Sebastianos. Currently, Viscount Valric has proceeded to the finals through the winners bracket.
So Walrick's just waiting on the finals, right?
He is waiting on this fight, and then he will be able to fight. So the finals will be Valric and whoever wins this.
All right.
So.
Sebastianos on the field already?
Yeah, I mean, Sebastianos took a quick step. Lachlan's about to be ready to go. So.
Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Black pepper and garlic and dill.
What?
Most of the shiv are starting to congregate towards the field, so
I'm a lowly squire that just gets summoned where needed.
he's one now too.
And then he's just that guy.
Yeah, I'm just that guy now.
He's a retired knight. He's got to get fat so he can lose weight.
Yep. Facts.
I tried getting fat. It didn't work. I run too much in my armor.
Yeah, he gained some weight. Now he's taking his break. Now he's gonna go back to running.
I lose like 15 pounds of water weight just fighting over a weekend, man.
It's great.
Don't get me wrong. I understand the crown is supposed to be first, but these two are definitely like they definitely went and talked to each other's lady, which is nice.
What are we drinking today?
That's water now.
Oh, that's important.
Yep, I've gone to water round because after this, I have to start packing up and I need to sober up enough to drink enough to drive home.
That's fair.
I just can't.
I got to drink now. So.
I just can't talk ever today. I haven't been able to talk since I got up. My words are all screwy. So I think both of them want to end this quickly because if this turns into a long fight,
If it turns out into
it's
the
not gonna
last
be.
fight that they had, oh my god, yeah.
It's going to be a very, very taxing fight.
Yeah.
If it lasts long. And the thing is, both of them know that.
Yeah, but the problem is it's never an easy fight. So.
Oh God, no. It's never easy when you get to this point, right? If it was easy, then something is odd, at least in my opinion, right?
Yeah. This is definitely gonna be more passive
So,
than normal.
let's see here. Looks like Lachlan was armed.
Yep. Looks like it was a throw on the way out.
Yeah, it looks like it caught him on the sword arm on the way out. And I mean, I don't have the best angle, but it was a nice shot. Yeah, sober enough to drink. I meant sober up enough to drive. My words just don't work. My English is horrible, even though it's my first and only language. Now, Lachlan is not a slouch when he's fighting Saber, right?
No.
The best sound from Wiccan Fires. Nah, don't take that. Nah. First round is Sebastianus.
Yep.
Victory in the first, Count Sebastiano.
Real smooth, clean into the head too.
Yeah, Seabass has a very special way of finding ways to dodge shots. So.
Well, same thing with Lachlan earlier when in one of his fights, he just shrugged his head into the shield.
Oh yeah.
And it sloughed right
Oh
off.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I was like, I want to do that.
Takes a lot of work, a lot of time, right? Head movement is its own extra thing on top of just fighting. Yeah, it was a little try and shoulder fake rising snap.
Yeah.
It was an interesting exchange because they both stopped for a second.
Yeah. And
Right.
Also that block with Seabass, like when he threw it down, they kind of drove the blade right into his knee. So he's gonna have to be careful with that. Because one bad shot, he blocks it down and goes right into the back of the knee.
Oh yeah.
I've done that too much.
This is where we turn into everybody is going to very, very specifically pick their shots, right? It's not going to be throw until somebody makes a mistake. It's going to be only throw when you think you can make them do make them give you an opening.
Now it was checkers, now it's chess.
High level chess at that. Like we're talking, this is almost the equivalent of like Master's level chess tournament, right?
Yeah, the head movement on both of them is
Right.
amazing.
Yeah. Just the last three, the head and body movement we have is absurd, right?
Almost got that leg, but
Yeah. So the
shield broke all that.
the problem we're running into is this is starting to drag out, right? So we're very, very quickly having it turn into, you know, a set of flurries. It drags out a set of flurries. So.
Getting the flyaways off of his stick.
Yeah, it very quickly got very quiet. This is the level of quiet that I expect from the finals, right? But son of a gun.
You can already see him breathing too.
It's not even the breathing heavy. I'm just talking about.
He's
the
Lachlan is like glancing off that top shot. It's bad geometry every time he goes for it too.
And these are a matter of inches, right, that we're talking about with these two. It really is that small of a margin of error that we have here.
Yeah, it's like and like football, you're sitting there throwing a ball and you got to get in a tight window with defenders, and it's just right there with it.
Any argument with me not taking this out? All right.
Okay. So they've discussed that. So you know, they're both in agreement, which realistically, that's what matters. They are in the armor. I don't know how hard anything was.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Like it's gonna sound good, but like you don't know what it's going.
Neither of them are going to give an inch if they don't. If they have a choice about it.
Yeah.
It is right. This is the last set of crowns. So.
Very nice, right over the top. Oh.
Second round to Lachlan.
What is this, golf?
SpongeBob chewing nails gif.
We're literally talking like it's golf.
Earl Lachlan was hitting the leg, and it was determined by the fighters that the shot he threw was after he should have gone to the ground. That was why that was not considered a clean shot at that time. I wanted to clarify what that was.
Oh, good on the martial.
All right, so if you did not hear that, just to reiterate, Sebastianos hit Earl Lachlan in the leg, and both fighters determined that his shot to Sebastianos' helmet was after he should have dropped to his knees, so he did not take that, and they were both in agreement. So they continued from there. We will now go into bout 3 of this fight. Yes, with each of them having a victory. So this is to move to the finals.
The face-off against Viscount Walker.
Mm-hmm.
That alone is a mountain to climb, anyways. So this right, it's just all uphill.
So here's the thing: once you're in the loss bracket, right, it's an uphill battle because you have more fights.
Yeah.
And when you get to their level, oh man, these are
take a toll.
These are fights. You can come out of these fights exhausted.
Good on the martial call that.
I mean,
okay, good leg on.
Yeah, you know, if Lachlan just put tread on his period boots, he wouldn't have fallen.
Maybe you should tread more carefully.
This is excellent. See, I love the choice of shoes.
So
Very fitting
right,
for
so
this
here's the thing: the suspense is killing y'all. I am I'm at a point where it's like I want to know how this is going to go.
It's just so good though.
Huzzah! So Earl Lachlan notified Count Sebastianos that he was going to step out and not throw a shot, so they could completely reset to give them both a chance. So that's what happened there. Second to Sebastianos with a very sneaky stab.
On the look. What a throw.
He caught him peeking.
There will be a short pause before the final.
All right, so there will be a pause. Populous. So the roses and I believe the chivalry.
Order of chivalry.
Go have fun.
That's you, buddy.
All right, so here's the thing. I might just stay back here and commentate, but I'm going to set this down and mute this while we have a moment. here we go, folks.
Viscount Rorik from Mairghread.
All the marbles.
Not only all the marbles, but 2 exclusively high-end fighters
Oh my god.
from 2 different cultures.
I know. One from the west, one from Meridies here in the east. The class of the cultures. I know.
The Lyst populace who have gathered here salute the most worthy opponent. This fight will be for the best 2 out of 3, with no advantage to the winner's bracket. Combatants, pay heed to your marshals.
To clarify, it is 2 out of 3. There is no advantage from being in the winner's bracket, so everybody starts clean.
I was gonna say if it was gonna be best out of 5, it was gonna go and like.
Nope.
There's gonna be a fight of.
Yes, now Naz is heralding. So here we go. This is for this fight is for all the marbles, folks. We have a strapped heater versus a Greek center grip. I don't even know. The pylon, I think, is the name of the shield. I could be incorrect there, but a nice attempt at a Molinet. I don't know what the range was on that because I'm in a weird angle.
Like if it did, he was already on the way out, so nothing on it.
A return with the same shot. Here we go.
The gumbiness that is.
So the only sound we have is the mic that I'm wearing, Addy. And if I get any closer, it will max out the mic with them fighting. Here, excuse me. I'm gonna move over here. I will move a little closer.
He came right across.
He's trying. He's trying to. He's trying to get around that, and that shield has a weird shape. So. Okay. All right. It's an interesting chess game. I feel bad because I can't really see chat while I'm in front of the computer. It's very, very quiet. First to Sebastianos. So sound did not get muted. No, I don't know why it's. We're also being. We're being very, very quiet. Just as a side note, we're trying to be very quiet and not let them hear us. So the camera is actually closer to the fighters now because I wanted to get it so the knights would not be obstructing the view. So. And we're talking very, very quietly.
Yeah, it's very.
I can turn this up some, and we can see how that goes.
I can hold the mic closer.
So.
Yeah. Very technical fighters too. So they very, like those were textbook shots on those too. The wrap that got Rorik. Oh.
Here we go. So they're going to discuss it. I'm going to go ahead and mute to let them have a discussion real quick because this is a fire discussion. So. So, great populace. After discussion, Sebastianos has been announced winner and announced heir to the Kingdom of Meridies.
My right arm, I bestow upon you the ring of Francois de Vaughn, first Prince of Meridies. I give it to you that you may take the honor to bestow upon your princess the coronet of Meridies.
I give this to you, knowing you will hold our kingdom in high esteem, and that you will honor always on your conquest.
Populace, I cannot crown myself or have the majesties crown me. I was crowned first our last reign. I feel strongly that when I fight in tournaments, it's for this lady, and my victories are her victories. And as such, prior to me, the Griffin will reign.
There you have it, everyone. Sebastianos and Morgan are the Prince and Princess of Meridies. Thank you, everyone. It was an honor, and we will see you probably next time. Good night, everyone.